Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review a small independent film, the writing and directing debut of Paul Dano, Wildlife. And this film is about a young man whose father gets laid off, winds up taking a job where it takes him away, and him dealing with how his mother reacts to this situation and the state of his parents' marriage. And this was something that my attention was grabbed because Paul Dano and Zoe Kazan wrote this, Paul Dano directed this, and it's always interesting when an actor decides to take a different role in a film, and it's worth seeing, and also because it has Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal, Joaquin Phoenix, I feel like are the two actors in Hollywood right now that if they pick a role for a film, it's worth checking out because they're very picky about what they do, and I feel like it would be worth my time. And Wildlife was by far worth my time. Is Jake Gyllenhaal in this as much as you would think? No. And because he is the father that goes away and you getting set up with the life that's left between this young man, played by Ed Oxenbould, and his mother, played by Carey Mulligan, who honestly, I think this is her best performance that I've seen. It really captured my attention, and Jake Gyllenhaal is intense and emotionally invested and shows everything he needs to show to the audience. Top-notch performance. This film, I feel like Paul Dano does a fantastic job of crafting a film with so much finesse and being able to pace this film throughout, because I never once felt bored, and this is a straightforward kind of human drama where it's the mundaneness of day-to-day life that can be shown in this film, and you see that. But I feel like the characters in this film are so interesting and are so well created that this film drives with you wanting to see where the lives of these characters go next. And you really feel so much for this young man and the situations that he's put in, with his mom becoming a little promiscuous, with her husband being gone, and this relationship that she builds with Bill Camp, his character in this film, who's an older gentleman, and the interactions. You could feel the discomfort, you can feel the awkwardness, you can feel the tension building in every scene, and especially when Jake Gyllenhaal's on screen in this film, you feel it. You could cut that tension so well. He is such an amazing actor and is able to portray everything so well in this film. And our young protagonist, I feel like, is an interesting young man, and seeing how he interacts with the choices that his parents make, especially his mother, who he's stuck with for a long period of time in this film. And Carey Mulligan's character is fascinating. What Zoe Kazan and Paul Dano are able to create in terms of the characters in this film, it's filled with very interesting, intriguing, and mysterious kind of characters, with Carey Mulligan's character being someone you don't know what she's going to do next. And she's really unpredictable, and she's fascinating. She's the kind of character that you want to follow through a film. And you do. You follow her as she's being followed by her son throughout this film. Not to give a whole lot of away, but this film builds and builds to such a great climax, and the cinematography in this is so well utilized for showing the vast emptiness of this area that they're from in the Northwest, and also showing how these characters interact with each other and where they're positioned in their relationships with each other and how that's framed on screen. This was a very powerful film. This was one of the nicest surprises I've seen this year. I feel like this is definitely something to keep an eye for. Carey Mulligan, yes, should be getting attention at the Oscars. Jake Gyllenhaal, for his minimal role, is fantastic and really helps sell this film. They're two powerhouses along with our young lead, and this story is worth seeing, and it is interesting to see how this film plays out. I highly recommend checking out Wildlife where you can. It's worth your time, it's worth your effort. It's a gorgeous film, and Paul Dano does a great job with his directorial debut, and I would love to see what he does next. Thank you as always for checking in with your Wasteland reviewer, and let me know what you think in the comments. and you enjoy the rest of your day.